I'm here today with a nice little get ready with me. I was recently cast in a community theater production of Miss Bennet, Christmas at Pemberley, which is a sequel of sorts to Pride and Prejudice. I play Lydia Wickham, who's the youngest of the Bennet sisters. This really is what I'm going to be wearing on stage. I'm going to do my hair as well. So yeah, it's just going to be a fun Regency era makeup and hair. Forgive me if I'm looking this way because that's where my mirror is to do my makeup and such. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna start with the makeup and then I'll do the hair because you'll see the hair gets a little bit crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with that. So I got my trusty Glossier bag. The best part about the Regency era is that the makeup is very minimal. It was a time when really the only thing that you potentially would do is rouge your cheeks. Now it's 2018 and I'm gonna be on stage and I got some lovely acne going on. So I'm gonna really do something very minimal, very fresh. So I'm starting with the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. I really like this a lot. I usually use it in the mornings when I do my makeup or right before I put on a makeup look. So that's what we're gonna start with today. And I'm just gonna put that on my face. Mittens is right, you can't see her, but she's right here and she wants a lot of attention right now. So sorry for that. Okay, so I'm going in with the Glossier Skin Perfecting Tint. And this is the simplest thing. We really want it to look very natural. Going in with that, and really I'm just using my fingers because it's really easy to apply. That's why I love it so much. That's done. Next, where did it go? Ah, yes. Correcting color, whatever. So yeah, just putting that on any redness I have. Blending that out before I go in with some concealer. As far as concealer goes, Glossier Stretch Concealer. I use it all the time. I love it so much. So we're just gonna dab that on the problem areas. So then I'll use a damp beauty blender to blend in, kind of just tapping in everything. It really makes things look a little more naturally blended out than using your fingers or using a brush. It's all to each their own. I find that this works better than, say, a brush though. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tap that in really quickly. And so I like to let this kind of sit on the skin for like a little bit before adding powder. So for now, while I wait for that to happen, I'm going to fill in my brows. Now, in 1815, they didn't typically do this, but again, stage lights. I have very fine, very fair brows already, and they tend to disappear. So I'm just gonna go through and build up those brows really naturally. We're not gonna, go super hard here. Give it a little bit of fullness. That's that. So you can see there's a big difference. But on stage, now it is a black box production, so it's a lot smaller and everyone's a lot closer. So we want this to look very natural, like full, but as if they're my own. Anyway, so that's good enough in my opinion. I'm gonna add a little bit of blush. So this is the Cloud Paint from Glossier in Puff. So you want it to be very much in circular motions. But now I'm gonna go in, I've had a little bit of time, and with the Glossier Wowder. It's very light, very easy. Just kind of, honestly, I don't typically set my makeup with powder anymore. I just find it's not necessary for me. But for this, when I've got acne going on, a little bit of acne going on, I'm gonna be on stage. I wanna make sure that the shine control is kind of there. I'm not doing a highlight on this look, but I am gonna be doing some more cream blush, which does give you more of that rosy look and takes away some of the mattifying. So we did a little bit of puff, put some powder on, and now I'm gonna do a little more puff. I'm probably gonna go in with a little bit of haze in Cloud Paint just to give it that depth, because really, puff it looks actually a lot brighter in person, but under the stage lights, you want it to be noticeable and you want it to be this round cheek. So right now I'm going in with Boy Brow in Blonde just to sort of fluff up those brows and give them some more shape. And so that they kind of hold their shape a little bit better. That is that. We're gonna go with some haze. Just the tiniest amount. This is like so good. So we're gonna just tap that on right there on the apples of the cheeks, very circular. So the last couple things is I'm gonna take this brow and actually give myself some freckles. So we're gonna do a little freckles on Lydia. Natural looking, almost whimsical. And so you probably can't see, but they're a bit harsh and kind of crazy looking on here. And I want it to be so subtle. So I'm taking the Beauty Blender and I'm just gonna tap this out real quick just to kind of give it a little more natural look. So then I'm going in with some brown mascara just to kind of fluff up the lashes, and that's it. Something to give me a little more definition, but not too crazy. So yeah, that's the finished look. This is what my makeup would look like as Lydia Wickham. So a lot of what Regency era hair is very tight, spiral curls really close to the forehead, and then a middle part down the center, and everything is up, and then a loose bun at the crown of the head right here. So since I have much shorter hair than they would in the Regency era, we're gonna try our best to get something a little Regency-esque. First, I'm gonna brush out my hair, and actually I'm gonna throw in some dry shampoo. Something I know that is gonna be best for me, at least, is just kind of making sure my hair has as much grit and I can get as much grip as possible out of any bobby pins. And then the other thing I'm gonna use to kind of give it as much texture as I can is this finishing texture spray. Get that on the ends there. Kind of give it something to really grip. So the first thing I want to do is brush through as much as possible. And my hair isn't knotted at all. It's just that this grit is kind of giving it that extra resistance that I want. So there's that. So we got that brush back, and then what I'm gonna do is take a comb and I'm going to part my hair down the middle. Okay. So, and it doesn't have to be perfect so far back, just because we're gonna be throwing it back into a bun. So we're gonna take, and I'm gonna take and basically take, how many times can I say take? I'm gonna have this section right from the middle that goes up to my ear there, so you can see. So we want to have this nice line there. So I'm gonna take that and comb that out a little bit. And then I'm just gonna take one of these little alligator clip things, and I'm just gonna clip that there. And again, we're just gonna draw it down to the ear and get that nice and clean line right down there. So now that that's done, we're gonna comb through that as we did with the other. My battery died on my camera. Anyway, so you didn't miss much. All I'm doing is pinning each thing together at the top of my head to keep that out of the way for now. So anyway, so you're gonna wanna have that pinned. I'm gonna take another one of these, or not. You're going to have to redo your part because you messed up and let go of your hair. Okay, now that you're looking really great and have things in your face, what you're gonna do is, I'm gonna take my brush, sit down a little bit, I'm gonna take my brush and pull the rest of my hair up into a ponytail. The lighting keeps changing. Now, I'm going to take a clear hair elastic and pull this ponytail together. I find that clear elastics just work best for this kind of style because I am going to be doing a lot of pinning bobby pins into the base of the ponytail. So using the clear elastic means there's less that the bobby pin has to work around or grip to, so it makes my life a little easier. I think I'm gonna go in with the front parts. Okay, so I have this really tiny curling iron, and we're gonna be using that to do some really tight poodle-y curls on the front of my hair. I know this has like a little clamp. We're gonna go ahead and use it kind of like as if it was a curling rod. And we're just going to wrap our hair around. This might be too big of a piece of hair. Let's take that a little bit smaller then. And really, I want these to be so tight and so spiraled. Shirley Temple-esque curls. So yeah, here you go. That's perfect. Okay. I will see you when this is done. Hello, I'm back with poodle hair. It's great. I do want it to be a bit more up, more kind of on the head. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some mini bobby pins and go in with them, kind of pin them in place. So we're gonna go in, I'm gonna go in and kind of see if I can show you some pin pieces to the front of my head to give that appearance of these kind of wavy, curly pieces being a lot shorter than they actually are. And I do want to have like these little babies peeking through. And honestly, where are they? Mini bobby pins are the way to go here. Pin that right there. Got some pieces hanging out, but it really does just give it a little bit more of that Regency look. And that's that on that side. And you can see I've got some baby hairs here. I like to just kind of, you just rub your hand here and you get all those baby hairs you need that we really want to kind of showcase. So I'll take this and I try to curl away from the face as much as possible. And we got a little curl right there. And this one is the same, but I'm gonna get a little closer to the root with this one. Just wanna get more of that really tight defined curl. So we're gonna pull that. And we've got that nice tight curl there, just like we wanted. Nice and pretty. So now that I've done that, we've got this whole thing going on. We're gonna get this thing, same thing. Okay, so now I've got both sides pinned, right? And we've got these kind of fake bang things going. Anyway, so I've got that going. And now I'm going to curl parts of my ponytail. The best part about this is since it's not going to be actually visible, it's really going to be all pinned up. I'm just going to use a straightener. I'm going to give it some body and some curl that'll hopefully help it stay. And then that's it. So that's going to be a lot faster, a lot easier than doing all of these little babies. So let's go. So now that those are done, I'm going to just kind of pin them around the ponytail to make a bun, which shouldn't be too difficult. We'll do that and then we'll take care of these little baby hairs that hang out that don't fit in the ponytail. So now what I'm going to do is take these pieces and I'm going to skip back a little, but then I'm going to take a top piece, right? And I'm going to make a victory roll and just really roll my hair in on itself and pin it in. And then do that all the way around the hair. The key point is really to make sure all the hair kind of stays in this roll. I'm gonna just do probably 3-ish. Just gonna pull it in. That's pretty much it. We're just gonna go in and take care of these little pieces and give them a little curl. And that'll be the entire Lydia look. So that is it. That is the finished Lydia look. You can see I did a little bit of curls here. So yeah, I feel like this is a fun little look. I'm really excited to be in this play as Lydia. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.